everybody. I migrated out here to the garage this morning. I normally sit at the kitchen table in the morning and drink a cup of coffee and eat my breakfast and chit-chat with the wife before she heads out to work. And once she heads to work, I migrate out here to my office or the garage and have my second cup of coffee. And I was cruising around on the internet last night and looking at everybody's channels and a lot of the videos that you fellows are putting out there, and there's a lot of great videos. And Todd H over at Lug Nuts Hot Rod Garage, he was asking the community, what was your first model, or rather, what was your first model you built on your YouTube channel, or what were you working on at the time? And at the time when my YouTube channel has been going for probably, I don't know, 10, 15 years. I started it actually way back when I was in the heavy into the flying RC planes. And when I got out of that hobby, I was flying giant scale planes with 35 to 55 cc gas engines. But that's when I started my YouTube channel way back then. But when I started the showing my model cars and things, the first kit that I think that I was working on, I didn't post it on my channel, but I was working on it, was the AMT 50 3100 Chevy pickup, because I was wanting to mimic Ruby. And I actually bought my first set of aftermarket tires, and that was these right here. These are these are Pegasus wheels. I got these from Model Roundup. These are the 18-inch Riddler torque thrust wheels. Same thing I've got on Ruby. So those worked out really well. But I didn't post that build on my channel because I didn't like how it turned out. So I ended up building another kit. It was the 56 Ford pickup, the Foose edition, and I did post that. That was my first model car that I posted on my YouTube channel. And so I got both those covered, and I still got them, but I don't have them. So I'm going to turn you around here, and I'm going to show you what I mean, and we'll kind of pick up on this. Give me a minute, fellas. All right, fellas, let's head on over here, and I'll show you. Let me stop right here. So, man, I tell you what, I found this over at Hobby Lobby. When you go to Hobby Lobby, and just as you turn and go down the aisle where the model cars are at, on the left there, they have these racks of die-cast cars, and I always stop there and look, and if something strikes my fancy, I like to buy it. And this thing just really caught my eye, and that's a 50 COE flatbed with a 49 Merc on the back, and man, look at that. That's just tough as hell. All right, I'm getting sidetracked here. Let me tell you about this. The first car that I was working on when I started posting videos on my YouTube channel about cars, the first thing that I was working on, but it never made it to my channel, was the AMT 50 Chevy pickup. And I built it to mimic Ruby, but I didn't like how it turned out, so I put it back in a box. Well, I later pulled it back out of the box, and I built well, I'll show you here. I built this because there was a group build going on about shop trucks, and this is what I ended up doing. This was the original truck that I built to mimic Ruby and put it back in a box. Well, I pulled it back out and I turned it into this dually wrecker, which I think come out pretty awesome looking. So this was what I was, not this one, but originally when I built this to mimic Ruby, that's the first model car that I was actually working on when I started showing videos on my YouTube channel. And then the second, the one that actually my first model build that I showed on my channel was the 56 Ford pickup, the Foose edition. And if you look on my channel, you'll find it was about a year or so ago. It was a matte blue looking color, and I didn't like it much either. I mean, it originally made it back into the box, but then I pulled it back out because I had this idea that I was going to make another Pro Street, and this is what I ended up doing. I stripped that truck back down because this was the first build that I put on my YouTube channel for model cars, and this is the 56 Ford pickup, the Foose Edition. And that engine I pulled out of the, I think that was the Hot Wheels monster truck. I just like that blown engine, so I was going to stick that in there. And then these wheels and tires, these come from Jay's Resin Wheels and Tires, and he makes some awesome stuff. And I was going to tub this thing out and stick those big old meats underneath there, and I still have this idea to do this. That's why it's sitting here, but it's been sitting on my bench for quite a few months. I just keep staring at it and never have done anything. But this was my first truck that I built and posted on my YouTube channel. Of course, it's totally changed now, and but you know, when I first built this one, I think that's when I really started realizing that I didn't know how to paint. That's why last year I spent a lot of time testing paints and clears and things, and finally narrowed it down to the, of course you all know I use right now I'm using the Tamiya acrylic paints, and they're X22 clear, and it's working out pretty good right now, so I'm a happy camper. But that was the first one on my channel right there, fellas. And this is going to be coming down the line somewhere. Don't know when, but it's going to be coming. All right, fellas. Todd, I think that answers your question on what my first build on my channel was and what I was working on at the time. So, all right, I think I'm out of here, fellas.